What does the decision about Kristina Keneally into Fowler, what does that say about the Labor Party's commitment to diversity within the parliament?
Oh, Kieran, we have a very diverse caucus, and compare our caucus with those opposite who are still having a debate. You haven't heard much of it lately, have you, about quotas and about affirmative action? Like, they had that for a couple of days. Scott Morrison said he supported it, and then they plonked another bloke who looks just like Andrew Laming into the candidacy to replace Andrew Laming.
Anne Aly's not too happy, though, with this decision. She says it's a failure, a huge failure.
Well, people will have their views, but the fact is Anne Aly's part of our caucus, as is Ed Husick. We have two people, one from a Bosnian background, one from an Egyptian background, both of whom represent the whole of their communities in their electorates, but importantly as well, a part of the diversity we have in our parliament, along with Linda Burney as the first woman Indigenous person to be elected to the House of Representatives, along with Pat Dodson and Malarndirri McCarthy, along with people from a range of backgrounds, Kieran. I'm someone running for Prime Minister, and I'll ask you this question. When was the last time someone was a candidate for Prime Minister who didn't have an Anglo or Celtic name? There's a trivia question for you, Kieran. You think about it while the interview's going on and see if you can come up with an answer at the end of it all. We have a diverse background of people from across gender, across religious backgrounds, across ethnicity, and it stands in stark contrast to those opposite.
Okay. Now Andrew Clennell, my colleague, reports that you were supportive of having the National Executive endorse Kristina Keneally as the number one Senate candidate. So is this a bit of, a drama that you could have avoided by just backing Keneally to be the number one on the ticket, as Andrew said you were willing to do?
Well, I, of course, think that the Deputy Senate Leader, if she nominated for the Senate, would be number one on the ticket. That is something that is a given. Kristina has chosen to nominate, put herself forward to go to the lower house. She wants to participate as a lower house member. She, of course, was in the lower house in the New South Wales Parliament. I can understand that. I always wanted to seek a House of Representatives seat. There's something particular about representing a community in the national parliament, and Kristina will bring considerable capacity to the House, as she has done in the Senate. Okay. She's an important part of my team.